Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnanadegula channel. Today we'll go to the Sutra number 30. This is the last Sutra of the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. This is from the fourth Pada, that is Kaivalya Pada. Let us try to see what exactly it means and how it is, what are its meanings. The sutra is tataḥ kleśa karma nivṛttiḥ. Tataḥ means thereafter, after all this, after the previous all whatever that we have discussed, after that, following that, klesha. Klesha means afflictions. Klesha, all mental, emotional obstacles, all kinds of obstacles that is coming in the mind, all kinds of painful impressions, not only painful, even which are very happy moments, everything, all impressions, all kinds of impressions. Karma, that is actions driven by impressions, accumulated results of past thoughts, all those kinds of things, Agami, Sanchita, Purvarchita, all those kinds of karmas. Past thoughts, deeds, all those things, nivṛttiḥ, they all cease to exist, they come to an end. All those things are removed, they completely disappear, it is not there. So the simple meaning would be thereafter, that is after this Dharma-Megha Samadhi, all afflictions, that is kleshas and karmas, come to an end. What does this exactly mean? After reaching the Dharma-Megha Samadhi, that is previous sutra, the 29th sutra, the final, the rain cloud-like Samadhi, it's just pouring in. There's no effort there. It's just pouring in. That rain cloud-like Samadhi, full of virtue and divine clarity, a yogi attains total freedom. So, this sutra declares that all the seeds of karma and all mental pain producing patterns, that is kleshas, are burnt away. They no longer have any fuel to continue. Like means there is nothing, it's empty. When it is empty, there is no longer no karma, no nothing. It is empty, therefore they cannot continue. So no new karma is created. No new karma is created, no old karma remains to bear fruit. So the mind becomes like a sky without clouds, vast, pure and untouched, clean. Now, how was this accomplished by the yogi? Patanjali, he has outlined step by step path to this. You have the sadhana pada, where kleshas like ego, attachment, fear, etc. In the sadhana pada, they were identified, and all these egos, fear, all kinds of things, they were identified and they were diluted or weakened through. Weakened through how? Weakened through tapas. Weakened through disciplined lifestyle, tapas. Weakened through swadhyaya. They were weakened through self-study, self-introspection, self-study. And then Ishvara pranidhana, that means devotion to the divine, totally surrender to the divine. All these three were required. Tapas, swadhyaya, Ishvara pranidhana. Only Ishvara pranidhana, okay, to some extent it's okay, but you have to have the swadhyaya also and you have to have this tapas also. So they were weakened. The next was vibhuti pada. There the mind powers were refined. Yogi learned not to get attached to those siddhis. Vibhuti Padayam, all those siddhis, Anima, Garima, Lagima, Prakam, Shamisha. So all the so many things. There are so many siddhis. So yogi, in the process, even though he could have acquired or he might have acquired, did not get attached to those siddhis. That is the powers. Then in the last fourth chapter, Kaivalya Pada, where this Viveka Khyati, matured, the highest discrimination, this is the highest type of this is what and that is what and what is to be pursued, what is not. So all those things, that was highest discrimination matured. Then after that came this Dharma-Megha Samadhi, when even omniscience is seen as secondary, nothing. Finally, the complete removal, nivṛttiḥ, of both klesha and karma. Finally, the kleshas and the karma, they were removed. Now, from the psychological and the scientific point of view, imagine karma as seeds buried deep in your unconscious. So you are not. It is deep inside. It is deep inside, buried deep inside. So that in the subconscious somewhere there. Kleshas are like the sunlight, water, air that make them grow, desire, these things, kleshas means desire, aversion, ignorance, all those things are that. After this samadhi, the soil dries up. See, the seed, the soil, the air, the water, all the things necessary for the seed to sprout and then become bigger, become a tree, it all dries up. There's nothing there. And the seeds are scorched. The seeds that is buried deep, they are also totally, they become useless. They have no power to germinate. They have no power to grow up, germinate and then grow up as a tree. And therefore nothing grows again. Your actions now come from pure awareness, not from past conditioning. Now, some kind of an analogy we will see, real life analogy. Imagine you are carrying a heavy backpack your whole life, full of worries, full of fears, full of habits, desires, consequences, all those kinds of things you imagine you are carrying. Then one day, it's like a backpack, very heavy. You have filled that backpack with so much of this thing that you are just totally under that weight, you have bent down and then you are just moving. One day, you finally remove the backpack and then you have thrown it, you think. Then you will realize you were never meant to carry it in the first place. Then you say, why should I, why did not carry why did not discarry them? Why I was carrying all these things all these days? So, it is like a backpack, worries, fears, habits, desires. You are having it on all the weight, it is pulling you down. Remove them and then you are free from all the burdens. So that is what this verse says. You are finally free. This sutra says. It is very relevant to us. Though we may not yet be in this state, it inspires us. We are very, very, very far away from that state, but it inspires us. It tells us that freedom from suffering is real. It shows that karma is not eternal. It can be neutralized. It can be brought down. It can be removed. And the self-realization is possible and natural goal. These are all possible. That's what how it is relevant. So to conclude, this yoga that Kaivalya Pada's 30th Sutra, Yoga Sutra, is one of the most powerful, you can say, declarations in the whole text. This is the powerful declaration. It simply says, it is the end of all suffering. It declares. Very boldly it says, you are free from karma. Very boldly it says, this is the end of all your suffering. And very boldly it says, this is the final step to liberation. Now the yogi rests not in doing anything, but in being. In being, whatever he does, it is in being, that's all. It is not doing. Viewers, with this explanation on this sutra, we conclude this episode. This is the last one of the Yoga Sutras of the Kaivalya Pada from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. I hope this was quite interesting. Please, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. I also request you to please go through the videos, other videos also, and I request you to post your comments in the comment box. Of course, for the benefit of the viewers, readers, everybody, we have put the content, whatever that we have told, in the description box. Thank you, viewers. Like, share and then subscribe.